Good morning. I grabbed this blanket and I'm just suddenly covered in Kepler hair.
Unfortunately, the side effect of owning a Kepler is finding Kepler hair.
Come here.
Everywhere.
Come here.
That's cat life.
Come here.
Come here, bud. Hi, everybody.
Come here. I have blanket.
There we go. I brought toast.
Kepler.
Oh, buddy, you're hungry. Oh, I normally give. I mean, he's got food. He's dumb, but I normally give him a little dry. And I didn't do that this morning because I have been working for the last several hours. It's fine. Anyway, I got toast.
Just toast.
Yeah, I didn't put anything on it. Do you want a bite?
No.
It tastes like bread.
It'd be surprising if it didn't.
Tastes like ham.
You should stop storing the ham on the bread.
I keep shoving all my ham in the bread bag because that's the best place to store ham. And for some reason, all my bread tastes like pork. This is the beginning of a bad infomercial. There has to be a better way. Big red X. Introducing literally any place else. Don't put your ham in the bread bag. That's very bad and stupid. How did you come up with this?
That'll be $79.99 for that idea.
4 easy payments. For the low cost of $79.99, we'll send someone to your house to walk in and say, "What are you doing? It's not even refrigerated. The ham's been bad for a long time."
But wait. With purchase.
We'll send another person who will stick around for 3 days to make sure you don't do it again. And if you do...
Chess says, take the ham back to the butcher. They want to sell it again today. Last night, I played Okage on my stream.
It's true.
And on day 1, you can buy ground beef from the butcher. And on day 2, they're like, could you sell that back to me? I want to resell it. This ground beef you've been carrying around for 24 hours.
That's a little life hack, by the way. Go to your Walmart.
That's called right.
Go to your Walmart and pick up some meat when it's on sale. Lose the receipt. Take it back when the sale ends in, like 1 to 2 weeks. And say, I need to return this meat. And they'll ask why. I'd be like, I don't need it now. I thought I needed it. Now I don't.
Okage was fun last night.
Yeah, you played the part that I have seen.
I've gotten to City 2, Madrill. You have not seen Madrill.
I have not seen Madrill.
No.
Mao actually played Okage kind of recently, like the first...
Half of what I did last night.
Yeah, the first hour of it. Was it when me, you, and Brandon were all sick?
Maybe.
I can't remember the specifics. I just remember you starting it and a bunch of us sitting in the living room. I feel like Haley was there too. I don't know. We must have had a bunch of people over and you were just playing through the beginning of it.
It's a game about being overshadowed.
You'll whisper with bigness when eating Tiny Eddie's gooey well-known cat fizzies.
I don't like any of that.
None of it?
None of it.
What about gooey?
Dislike.
Really? Mm-hmm. I really like you'll whisper with bigness. Sorry, I'm chewing bread. I needed something in my stomach. I think I didn't have enough calories last night. Maybe.
We did eat salad and salmon.
And crab.
There was a little bit of crab, yes. Bless you, Kepo.
Bread really do be breadin'.
That's good at it.
All right, there we go. 1,000 bits from Elvin Scout says, good morning and good vibes from New York. It's your friendly neighborhood snack prophet here to lead us all in snack divination. Say it with me if you know it at home. Cast ye forth the bones of fate and tell our future. Gooey, well-known cat fizzies. Yeah, I guess in that context, gooey is actually possibly the worst. The worst word. I feel like we never had fizzies, like, in the word database, but recently we get lots of fizzies.
Yeah.
What is a fizzy? Is that a pop rock?
Yeah.
Or is this like some Indiana bullcrap thing? Like, well, everyone knows what a fizzy is. I'd be like, I don't know what is a fizzy. It's a Richie, but different. We've had fuzzies. Well, the fuzzies, that's an adjective. Fizzies is like a noun. So I'm like, what is a fizzy? Anyway, the home of all the snacks in the world is Indiana. There are more snacks, and this is science. This is fact. You can look this up in the dictionary. There are more snacks in Indiana than anywhere else on the planet. So, sorry, other well-known snack capital of the world. New York. Which dictionary is this in? Webster's. So, the best one. Because it's fun to say. Stumpy says, I live where Pringles are made. That's pretty good. I almost bought Pringles the other day. That's my story.
When I was in college, I lived a block away from the Swiss Miss hot chocolate factory. It frequently smelled like hot chocolate.
God, that's like the opposite of a paper mill.
Living near Kakana Paper Mill? Yeah, can also say that.
Like, the times I've driven past a paper mill, I'm like, oh God, I would never want to live next to a paper mill.
That's a pulp paper mill. There's a difference.
Good boy. Continued good boy.
God, the paper mill in Mosinee. I lived near that one too.
He's going the distance.
I lived near the Kakana one and the Mosinee one.
That was a long...
Scratchy.
That was a long scratchy. We have 56 months from Anise, 18 from Tashi B, 61 from Seraphim 2000, 45 from Circle Now Squared, 51 from Starbloom Faye, 52 from Jacebook, 30 from Handzone Mama, Anise gifted a sub to Masterlink FD999. We got a tiny burp from me, and 60 months from Snowy Satori. That's a 5. Congrats on 5. Hi, buddy. Man, you just really want to push your face all over the Switch, don't you? That's just like your thing. I don't know when that started for him. I don't mind him doing it. That's not the problem. I just worry that one day he's going to get real vigorous.
And knock it over.
And just knock it over. That's not even a problem either. But sometimes I'm streaming from the Switch. I guess I'm not streaming from the Switch today.
You want to lift him into my lap?
He heard you leaked the rumors about the Switch 2. That was a wild weekend or whatever that was. I got an email and I was like, this is fun. There's just more devs talking about like the future of the Switch, and I posted it, and then
everyone's like, this must be gospel. No.
Like, it was just a wild thing to see a bunch of gaming websites be like, streamer Stephen George has information about the next Switch system, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay. It's me, Industry Insider. I received an email. Yeah, there were people that called me a journalist, and I was like, oh honey, you don't understand what that word means. Anyway, yeah, that was like last week, I think. I'm still getting responses about it. It's apparently just recently made its way to Japan, because I've had an influx of new Japanese Twitter followers, and some Japanese people on Twitter are like responding to me and being like, this will be big if true, and I'm like, oh my god. So I guess it's now making its rounds to somewhere else. So yeah. Don't worry, guys. The Switch 2, which is definitely called Switch 2, is coming out tomorrow. So, Industry Insider Stephen George. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Can you lift him and bring him over to me?
Buddy. I see the demons are happening. I think he's up. Oh god. Is everything else still working? The camera's still working?
Well, give me the cat.
It's that time of year.
Hi, I have Blanky. Hey.
It's that time of year.
Blanky. Oh, look at the Blanky.
Time to get the humidifier out. I touched the cat. I reached out and touched the cat. I did not touch anything else. I just had barely touched the cat. The static went from me to the cat to the monitor, and the monitor shut off and back on. And I was like, awesome. It's that time of year. Sorry that you were a conduit.
You shocked him.
Yeah, I guess I must have a little bit. That's why I was like, hey, wait, don't pick me up.
Designed around an Enigma maze, Tiny Eddie's Dorito-wrapped contemplative cream sours.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. Chaz said... Now, don't get me wrong. It would have been very, very funny for Chaz to have heard about the static thing, very quickly had something ready to, like, make it, but there's no way that happened. But also...
There's no way that was us.
There's no possible way that that's on our end. So the irony, the coincidence of that is hilarious. Amazing. It's true. Robert says we broke the internet. I think we did. I think we broke the internet. Sorry that you were a conduit for breaking the internet.
Hey.
You're gonna get a message from Al Gore later today.
You're so fuzzy.
That is wild, man. That's... Now my brain's like, this can't be us, right? Like, that can't... Right? There's no way.
That sounded normal.
I think that was normal. I think. That was from Radio Dread. Says, sorry, I gotta try this.
It was not?
It was not. It was crackled. That one's kind of hard to tell because of what it is. It's that's what Bowser sounds like.
A vomiting cat?
I was about to say a vomiting cat. Bowser has hairball. He needs some help. Watch that have destroyed something.
But how?
I don't know. Remember when we blew up the light? Nothing's impossible. That sounded normal. I think that was normal.
Give me the bird.
That's normal. Are we back to normal? Are y'all hearing it normal? We're hearing it normal. Okay. Anyway, that's bits from Owl My Dude. It says, buy the Totally Real Switch 2 and get this Totally Real new Tiny Eddie snack. Tiny Eddie's Dorito-wrapped contemplative cream sours. When are they going to start putting snack cakes in with the new console purchases? Buy this PS Vita and get a zebra cake.
Are you cold?
The packaging would have to be considerably bigger to accommodate a little sandwich that would not get crushed. What's the guy that does the fake product Photoshop? Well, they're not even Photoshops. He like makes them and puts them on. What's it called? Plant something. Obvious Plant. We need an Obvious Plant that puts snack cakes into video game console boxes. I would like to see it. All right, assuming the demons are out of the internet. This sounds normal.
If your assistants are boldly clumsy, feed them Tiny Eddie's powdered bat disc puffs.
Thousand Bits from My Hello says, "Hey, Demon Eddie, can you give me a snack?" I do feel like maybe there should be a variant of Tiny Eddie. Demon Eddie has a very specific set of snacks, and the voice is
Look at this cat.
very messed up. I can't tell if he likes it or is
He can
just
pull his head back.
is tolerant.
He was pushing his head into my hand.
Wants a good rubbing. Tiny Eddie's powdered bat disc puffs. The concept of a disc puff sounds reasonable. Did you know,
those little like basically styrofoam candies that are like they're not quite this big, but they're like a disc and they're like slightly puffed.
No.
They have a name. It's like rice cake but tiny. I can imagine what they look like.
What color are they?
Multicolored.
Styrofoam candies?
Satellite wafers? I think you're right.
This doesn't sound familiar. So I'm hoping that we see an image so I can see if this is something I've ever heard of.
Yes, satellite wafers.
Show me. I have never seen these in my life. That is a disc-shaped candy.
Don't they look like they taste like styrofoam though?
Have you ever had them?
No.
They look like they look like the consistency of a fortune cookie.
No. They look like those.
I have never seen these ever. Garrett's satellite. It's like just some guy named Garrett making these in his garage. Hey, I'm Garrett. These are my satellite wafers. Like UFO. I've never seen that. It looks like the sort of thing that you could buy at a Cracker Barrel. I don't know how old that candy is. Anyway, it's going on my shopping list. Satellite wafers.
They're called flying saucers in the UK.
Appropriate.
But are they like styrofoam texture? Chess says, filled with assorted candy beads. Good morning, Jeff.
It does sound like a sad candy.
I was thinking about going over there later today and just like sitting with the cats. Jeff says thanks for taking care of the cats.
You're welcome. They're doing great. We have not fed them a single satellite wafer, despite Venser's constant begging for satellite wafers.
See, that's what's inside of them.
It's such a this is a bizarre candy. This is why it looks like a fortune cookie full of nerds. Doesn't it?
Yeah, but the texture is so different. Like, okay, what are those cookies that are like, I imagine they're pink because I think we only ever got the pink ones, but they were like layered.
Wafers?
Like wafers, like just the wafer part of that, but not the cream. Like that kind of styrofoamy.
But have you had satellite wafers? Do you know
No.
that? So you don't
No,
know
I
that.
don't.
Okay. Well, Middle Moon says we have those in the UK, but they're full of sherbet, and we call them flying saucers. Interesting. I've had them, and Mao is right. Like, on the few times that I get wafer, they're just called wafer cookies, right?
I think so.
The redeeming quality of those
Is
the cream.
Yes. But you know the cookie, like that, the wafer part of it, the not
Yeah.
cream part, like
Yeah.
that's what I imagine those things taste
And,
like.
well, apparently you're right. The thing that I think I've brought this up on a breakfast stream in the past. I never solved this problem. I wanted to know if there are high quality wafer cookies that exist somewhere that don't taste like styrofoam, because they do taste like styrofoam. Probably somewhere someone's making like a good one. Kit Kats. God, I don't even
Fully disagree.
Yeah, I don't even disagree with you. I guess. It's fine. It's hard to judge those though. You would have to have a deconstructed Kit Kat to really know for sure, because the Kit Kat's got so much chocolate in and on it. But like, when I think of a Kit Kat, is it more fondly than a wafer cookie? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Anyway, we got 55 months from Safe Frog, and here, have another snack.
Their mascot is a considering coral, Tiny Eddie's marinade-infused sandwich gelato.
Sandwich gelato. That's Bits from McAction. Says, you good, Eddie? Marinade-infused sandwich gelato. Oh, I actually recently had gelato. One of the nights that Mao was over at Alex and Haley's Watching Light Guide, went over and we had dinner together, and then we went to the store and we were like, let's pick up a tiny snack. And I picked up a thing of gelato, which was definitely not intended to be eaten in one sitting.
But you did.
And then I did. You know what I think would help me and maybe some other people around the world?
If you read the serving size and followed it?
No. That's too hard. But if when they package something like gelato, this is an example, like the gelato, it's supposed to be like 3 servings, right? What if every third there was another layer of plastic you had to take off? That would work so well. Like, because I would eat down to the plastic, and that would be a good visual indicator of like, oh, I should stop.
This is why I don't eat out of packaging. I put it in a different thing.
Pretty sure that violates a lot of laws. Also bring back Kinder Eggs. Those one-bite wonders were delicious. My gastroenterologist is always mad at me for some reason. This is the same reason why I like to eat the tiny chip.
Single serving?
Yeah, because it's hard, man. You start eating chips and you're like, well, I'll just eat a few more.
I tucked Kepler in. He cold.
Boy hasn't moved.
He very cozy now.
He's been up a long time. He woke me up, what time was it? He woke me up at 4:15. At 4:15, I slowly stirred because it felt like something had rubbed my face. And then I turn over and open my eyes, and Kep is just... And I look at my watch, and it's 4:15, and I'm like, no. So I scoot him off of the nightstand, and he leaves me alone.
That's the snooze button for Kepler.
That is Kepler's snooze button. I go, no, no, no. I put my hand under his front two legs, and I go, no, 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 no. And then he jumps down. And then he woke me up again right around 5. And I was like, okay. So I got up at 5, went to the bathroom, gave him some water, and I got back in bed. And I felt tired. I was like, I am tired. I feel tired. My eyes are tired. My body needs rest. And then I proceeded to lay there for 90 minutes and toss and turn and just could not. So at 6:30, I was like...
I mean, you did sleep for a long time yesterday.
I did sleep yesterday. I've been trying to recover. But I felt... It's not like I didn't feel tired. I mean, my body was like... Boy, I sure love the bed. And I was like, me too. Mm-hmm. Anyway, time to get up. It's fine. I got a lot done today. Like I got a fair bit done this morning. I'm very happy about it. I'm only a few days behind the vlog right now. So I've just really been speeding forward. We got 51 months from Zelda Fan, 18 from Cosplay Theory, 13 from Elvin Scout, 48 from Nomi Bookworm. That's a 4. Congrats on 4. 3 and a bits from Ryan the Goof, who says, today is my birthday and I get to spend it at work. Good vibes for everyone. Happy birthday. Just remember, you can always celebrate your birthday anytime you want. You could do it the next time you are off work. You could celebrate it once a month, like Thomas. Canonically, Thomas is 112 years old.
Oh, by now he's older.
Probably. Just keep telling people it's your birthday. Everywhere you go, today's my birthday.
It felt like he had a seasonal birthday, I swear.
When
we first knew Thomas...
He continues to claim that didn't happen, and Mao and I just do not believe him. We're like, I don't think that's true. It felt like Facebook... Because this was back in the time when people used Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, I swear, it came up every 2 months. It was like, it's Thomas's birthday. And I was like, is it? No. Yeah, Vagabond. I mean, he did produce the Transformers movie. He produced it right out of his butt. We got 37 months from Mickey3435, 33 from NJC, 51 from Padawan Becca. 3 bits from Satsy. It says, I'll keep this short. I met my family I haven't seen in 2 decades, including my long-lost brother. We're all nerds. Now I'm going to continue to be in terrible back pain. Love all y'all. Clown. I'm sorry about the back pain, but I'm glad that you got to, see family you haven't seen in a long time. I know you had mentioned that last time. It's fun. It's fun to see folks that you haven't seen in a long time. Or sometimes to meet people that you've never met that you are connected with either familially? Does that still work?
I think that works.
Familially? That's a weird word, but I think it's still valid.
My family used to do family reunions on my dad's side. Like, super extended family reunions. And then at some point that stopped.
I told you about the family reunion that I went to once, right? Where I was probably about 10 or something. Took place at the fire hall.
Yeah. I just remember it happening when I was younger, multiple times, and then, at some point when I was a teenager, it never happened again.
Do you think that they are still happening?
No.
Okay.
Because I would hear at least from aunts and uncles that they were happening, and they're not.
I wonder if those sorts of things still happen. Like, the one that I went to was not the first one. It was just, my family... my parents, we all lived in South Carolina, and everyone's extended family is from, West Virginia and Maryland. And I wonder if those things are still happening. I don't know.
Like up there still?
Yeah. Because, I have extended family. We saw them at that funeral in 2018. And
I've done your family tree. I know.
Yeah. There's so many people I do not know at all. It's an iceberg. I know the very tip, but I know that there's so many more people So, that's a good theory. Back in Red says, I wonder if the rise of social media has anything to do with less reunions. Yeah, I mean, there was a time where a family reunion was the only way to catch up with extended family. You would sit down and be like, well, what's the last year been like? So, you know, after a year, you have to just like sit there and hear about every little thing. Whereas then on Facebook, it's just instant. So, morning, Jiggy. Actually, this stream does have breakfast. I ate toast this morning. How about that?
My breakfast tends to be coffee. End of list. And I had that already.
I drink decaf. But if I have caffeinated coffee, I really got to put food in my stomach. Or it's worse.
Mm-hmm. The art is a picture of Kepler, by the way.
Oh, would you like to look at that? People love when that little boy, little fella. He a good feller.
He cozy.
He really is.
I got him wrapped up.
He's all tucked in.
Mm-hmm.
Little man.
He's just cold.
He's had a busy few months too. Like obviously, like health issues aside, just we've had guests almost every single month, and then of course Extra Life. I think things are finally calm in December. I don't think we have any planned guests or anything, so this is possibly the quietest month of anything. Buddy.
He's out.
Buddy.
Kepler. Cappy. Oh, the ear moved a little bit.
He's sweet. 31 months from Wart. 300 bits from Gadzooks. It says, today's strange baseball name is Bumpus Jones. I don't know, man. Bumpus sounds like the name of a really lame clown. Bumpus is a good name. Why don't we name people Bumpus anymore? Seems like a good one. I like it. People don't want to be estranged. No one has earned it. You have to earn the right to be Bumpus. Names are only weird until they're not. Just gotta name people some things, and then eventually it's like, oh, well, of course. Bumpus is a good, strong family name. We got 2 months from Cephazon. Thank you. 64 from Bardic Puppy. 6 from She's Away 1003. 500 bits from Owu says, test bits. Everything okay? I think everything's working now. I don't know what that was, but again, the timing of that was...
It was perfect.
It was perfect. Mm-hmm. It was really, really perfect. She says, I can't say anything. My human name is Mike. There are billions of us. I mean, one of the advantages, though, of having a name that people cannot possibly misspell is that people cannot possibly misspell it. And, like, Mike is one where you can't. You cannot. She says, oh, they do. Mike Hole. I could see Michael being misspelled by folks that don't understand. But Mike, the word Mike, the 4-letter word Mike, cannot be misspelled. It cannot. There is no other variation of that word. M-I-C is not a name.
What about M-Y-K-E?
But here's the thing. If you tell someone, you're like, hey, My
barista spelled it
mice. Mice. No self-respecting individual, I pray to God, would ask someone named Mike to spell that for them. That's not one of those names that you ask. There are plenty of names that you ask. Mike is not that. There's a lot of variations of a lot of different names. Mike is not one of them. It's like Jim. If someone says, my name is Jim, no one will then be like, could you spell that for me?
GYM?
I'm a gymnasium, actually. Because I love to play.
Please, gymnasium is my father.
That's very funny.
Thank
you. Hold on, I gotta wipe away some tears. Breakfast tears. Anyway, yeah, I've had it all my life because Steven and Steven. You know? And like that's fine. Also, there are so many people that will pronounce my name Stephen that if I go to a restaurant and it's like, put in your name so they'll call out your name, I always spell it with a V. Always. Just every time.
I don't even bother to say the last name anymore. I just spell it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's lying. I want someone to make a. This is a good idea for like a comedy sketch. The police come in and they're like, "Sir, did you lie about this? We have to take you in." Oh God, we had 334 bits from Radio Dread. It says, "How about a clown?" I'm glad things are working, although I really liked it when they didn't. 19 months from Manic Mama. 59 from Seemingly Jess. 300 Bits of Sleek Duke says, with it being the year of the dino, I find it fitting that my job is having a naming competition for the new cybersecurity dinosaur mascot. Any ideas for a name? Mike. Sorry. Mike the Dino. Sorry. Mike the Cyber Dino. Hyphenated. Mike the Cyber Dino. It's really good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dino Mike. But Dino is D-Y-N-O. Oh, God, Dino Mike. Anyway. Well, we solved that. 300 bits for Mr. Viperfang. He says, add that to the Jimmy list. Gymnasium is my father. That is a good one. It's a very good one. Oh, God. You get misspellings on your first name, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard for you to just be like, Mao, because sometimes people don't know that name.
Also mishear it sometimes as Val or Valerie.
Yeah, that can happen. We had 1600 bits from Gold Lighting says, disco only tonight. No one been ever gaslit. It is Tong Hit though. Yeah, it's tonight. Disco only actually for reals tonight.
I think I told the story from the other day. I was somewhere and someone goes, Mal. What's that short for? I was like, Mallory. And he goes, what? Huh? And I'm like, what? And he's like, what's the meaning of that name? And he's trying to think through it. And I was like, ill-fated? Because Mal is bad. He's like, that's it. He's like, I'm really interested in like the root words and like where words come from. I did tell a story, yeah. He's like, you're gonna change that meaning, aren't you? And I'm like, I'm trying.
I would say you've done pretty well about changing the meaning of the name. I think things have not been terribly ill-fated for you. Or at least you've, like, turned it around. It's like, oh no, I have endometriosis. Well, take that. Haha. 37 months from Mean Dean. Thank you. Gotta clean up that reputation.
This was the guy who had the hat that said Brooklyn on it, and then told me he was from Brooklyn. And I was like, yeah, your hat says so.
Hey, guess where I'm from? Is it?
Cyclists are so friendly. He was a cyclist. That's how I was talking to him.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I was out for a ride, and these guys started talking to me because I was like at my halfway turnaround spot.
Yeah.
And they were like, are you going on a ride with us? And I was like, I gotta get back. I gotta get ready. I have work later because I was doing the Okage stream last night.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a shame. He's like, but you could ride with us. And I'm like, can't today.
If you want
He's
to go
like,
and take a ride
old,
with me.
He's like, guess how old we are. And I was like, I'd rather not. And he's like, I'm 75 and he's 82. And I was like, wow. I was like, you guys are going for a ride? He's like, yep, we're going 17 miles. And I was like,
I mean, that's very
cool.
impressive.
I was like, stay warm. It's freezing out there. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty bad today.
Yeah, power to them. When an 82-year-old's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go ride 17 miles. I'm like...
And then they asked about my bike, and I'm like, honestly, anything you can tell me about my bike is more than I know about my bike. And they're like, well, is it aluminum? And I'm like, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's not carbon fiber. And then he lifted it, and he's like, yeah. He's like, this is a good bike.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like 2006 era. I was like, I bought it used. I said, I don't know anything about it. And he's like, yeah, it's a good bike. It looks fun, which is what everyone tells me about my bike.
Yeah, I don't understand
figured out what it.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't, but also, like, I mean, I have a bike. I ride occasionally. And at no point, having looked at anyone else's bike, have I ever thought, it looks fun. Like, it's a bike. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
This bike is great at parties.
They want a better bike? See, they told me about their bikes. They have like $6,000 bikes.
That's the thing.
One of them had a Specialized, and the other had a something. I can't think of what it was.
Bicycles get very, very expensive, and a lot of the people that are riding like seriously, like around here, have very, very expensive bicycles.
Some people who aren't riding seriously around here have expensive bicycles.
Yeah. It's kind of the same thing about like people back in the day would buy a DSLR for $3,000, and they're like, I'm a photographer now.
Yeah.
There's occasions where there are people riding.
Oh, Shadowfly, that's not even an expensive bike.
Very, very expensive bikes, and they're dressed like Stephen George.
Yeah, I've seen them out there. But then there's people like my cousin who have an S-Works that's like a $12,000 bike.
Yeah, I mean...
Dr. Jeff said, I mean, old bikes do garner attention. My mid-90s Trek gets attention. Yeah, mine's an early 2000s Trek.
Maybe that's why. It's because you just don't have a new bike.
What I should do...
That's probably it.
Carly has my dad's old Schwinn, like his 1970s Schwinn, which I love that bike. Maybe I should take my mom's 70s Schwinn and, like, have it redone. Because it has the brakes on the drops, but it also has the brakes on the top bar. And it has shifters near the stem. They stick up, like my thumbs are, around the stem of where the handlebar is. Yeah. And then you, like, move those levers to shift. Like, they're not like a click. Like, you think about, like, you shifting a bike and it clicks. Yeah. You kind of, like... And, like, you have to find a sweet spot for where you want it to be. Huh. Which is where I was embarrassed, because that's what I grew up riding. Once my mountain bike broke when I was, like, 12 or so, I switched to my mom's Schwinn. So I was used to shifters like that. Yeah. And when I went and, like, test drove my bike and the other bikes I test rode, I didn't know how to shift them because they're integrated paddle shifters on the brakes. And I was very embarrassed.
Bikes are expensive. Laughs in wheelchair. Things that have wheels. Anything that has a wheel can be expensive. Wheels are expensive. Ever since the dawn of wheels, That's what happened. Pretty sure. Yeah, they're very expensive. There's very expensive everything. That's not entirely true. There's definitely cheaper hobbies. Like there's
Chaz and I talk about it frequently.
yeah, that's right. That's right. We've had this almost exact conversation. Chaz is like, become a runner. All you need are shoes. It's fair. Yeah, there are some, or like bird watching, not bird photography because that's a whole. But like bird watching, you just need like binoculars. How much could?
A fancy pair of binoculars.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea. I'm gonna type in fancy binoculars.
Top of the line is what you probably want.
Top of the line?
Yeah.
Top of the line binoculars. What is the best binoculars you can buy? The top 10 binoculars. I'm just super curious. Ooh. My Spy Moose says, binoculars get very expensive. My uncle was a field ornithologist and spent $5,000 on his. Okay, so these... Hiccups got you bad. Real bad. Oh, this stupid article doesn't show the prices. Let me type in most expensive binoculars. Although I'm willing to just be like 5,000. Most expensive binoculars. I guess. Oh shoot. Oh dang. Oh my god. Oh lord. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. So, okay. We are getting out of bird watching here because I'm into like military thermal binoculars, and I'm like, okay, well, I do. Unless you're just a wild bird hunter, this is we have left.
Hunter.
We have left.
Dieter's like, I got you, bro.
Like we've definitely left bird watching at this point. War on drugs, war on terrorism, war on birds. Okay, but like things that could be used for birds. 10 grand. You can spend 10 grand. That's so crazy. Because, like, at 10 grand, get into bird photography. For 10 grand, you can get one of them crazy lenses.
Yeah.
And then you can see the birds from far away. And take a photo of them. What did you do?
I got a vaccine yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Mal got the triple shot.
Yeah, I realized I was missing a vaccine, so I got 3 yesterday.
Yeah. Everyone give it up for Mal getting 3 shots and then coming home and doing a 2.5-hour stream. As soon as she was done, she went into the beanbag and then just passed out. And I was like, it's fair. Are you feeling better this morning?
Yeah.
100%?
I
Or
didn't
just
get
like
the chills
partially?
and fever like I have in the past with
I'm very surprised.
stuff.
Yeah.
I got COVID and flu in this arm, and that is the one that hurts.
The times that I've got COVID and flu together, like whew, those are rough. Like I get chills, and it's not forever, but like that night, I'm like, it's gonna be a bad night.
Coffee.
Then I'm fine. But you did pretty good. We had 3 bits from Xena Fantasies that says, funny story I had about a bike I owned. When I was little, I was riding my brother's bike down our driveway, and the chain broke while I was going fast, and ended up slamming into the side of a house. I was okay, just always have a weird, fond memory of that. The fond part's a little odd. But the memory, yeah, like, if you slam into the side of a house, you're probably going to remember that. It's probably going to stick out. I've told, is the house okay? I've told the story about when my friend drove into the side of a restaurant, right?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. That was a... He didn't technically drive into the restaurant. He technically drove into the insurance building.
Connected to the
connected
restaurant,
to
yeah.
the restaurant.
I was saying
That
I
was a
had a
good
mountain
day.
bike before I started
It's a really
riding
good
my
day.
mom's old road bike.
Yeah.
My mountain bike, there was one day I was pulling into Lindsay's driveway. I was like 12, and I hit the brakes, and they popped out of like the brake things on the handlebars.
Yes.
And then they stopped working.
Oh.
And that's when I just started riding my mom's bike.
There's a very bad feeling of like trying something of someone else's and then it breaks and then you're just thinking, God, I haven't done anything. Remember whenever I gave you the I got the Xbox from Dan?
Yeah.
Gave it to you.
Uh-huh. And then
I visited you and I was playing it and it red ringed
Yeah.
while you were in class. And then you came back and you're like, and I was like, oh, it's broken now. Also, sorry, me talking about you coming back from class
made you feel very old.
makes me feel a million years old. We have been out of college and have not had to think about school in such a long time that the idea of like, remember when I, like, oh my God. Year of the dinosaur, indeed. We had 48 months from Advil Melon, and keep clapping because we had 24 months from Portalbeard. Congrats on the 4 and the 2. Adriel says, I've been out of college for 11 months. I've been out of college for 11 years. No, 14. Yeah, it's like 14, actually. It's fine. Renee, I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. It's fine. Almost 15.
You've been snoozing. We're so cozy.
He's cozy. I've always appreciated the range of ages that we've had on our stuff. People start watching mostly like when they get out of high school. We really don't have a big high school crowd, and we've never appealed to a younger generation. I don't know why. I keep referencing Steely Dan, and we can't keep the middle schoolers. That's so strange. I don't know why. But like we start getting like young adults around like college age, and then we have people like in their 60s and 70s watching, and that's cool. LCG says my 50th high school reunion was this year. See, I love that. I really love the age range because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, okay, we haven't like pigeonholed us into something specific. I think if I just said bro a lot more and refused to play anything other than Fortnite, we'd start to narrow down.
You gotta start doing the TikTok references.
I just can't.
No.
I just can't use it. Every once in a while, Haley will be like, I've sent you all these TikToks, you never look at them. And I'm like, I know. I can't even open the app. And the thing is, I like the concept of trying to make content for it, like vertical and like thinking about that. I just don't have time. I just do not have the time to do it, which is why I haven't released anything in like a year. I got so many other things I'm thinking about, so. But it's clearly it's important culturally, which I know is an insane thing to say, but like the amount of people watching and using and utilizing that, like it's a real thing. Is TikTok brain rot? Yes. But is it important culturally? Yeah, I think so. I think that would count. I watch YouTube Shorts, though. Because they're already on the app that I have open. Stephen George turning down work. We have grown. I'm trying to stay alive, honestly, is what it comes down to.
Stretchy.
That's what I am most interested in. It's not being dead. Oh, you're a little more awake.
We had Big Stretchy, and now we're back to sleep.
We got big Easter eggs over here, don't we? Look at this little Easter egg. What about this little Easter egg? How many Easter eggs you got? He's like, why you touch foot? Give me foot.
Oh, pet belly.
Now I'm dirty. You've soiled me.
It's hard to see sometimes, but Kepler's tail tip is actually white.
Yeah, you got a little bit there.
Just a tiny bit.
Beans. Beans, bro. Skibbity toilet. I rizzed it. Glizzy? Sorry. Half the time people say things, I'm like, I have never heard that word. No cap? I learned that one at some point. It's fine. Anyway, speaking of Patreon, today, asterisk, could always be tomorrow, but should be today. Should be today. If it doesn't happen today, then you can probably well expect it tomorrow, but it should be today.
I'm not even petting him.
Hello. You happy? I'm gonna pet you. Okay. He's sweet. What was I saying? I was just saying something.
Today.
Oh yeah, Patreon video should be today. Could be tomorrow, but hopefully, unless something goes terribly right, today. Also today, disc only at whatever time that happens. 9 Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. Over on Pratonathan and Jonathan's channel. Other things. Tiny.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm doing a sponsored stream tomorrow, actually, at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I'm playing Mythwrecked, which is the second game from the studio that made Roki. Roki was their first game. This is their second game. It's been a few years gap since they've done anything, so they've been working on this. And it looked interesting, and I liked Roki, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm trying that out. It'll be like an extended first 20, basically. Thursday breakfast stream. Friday afternoon, Mao's continuing to work on Kaboom and Sparkle. And then Friday evening... Something. It hurts my Nordic soul how you pronounce Roki. We should probably accept this pronunciation because otherwise I think it'd be worse. I think I can make it much worse, and if I try to make it better, it might make it worse. And that's we have to like have a we have to just try to accept what we have. I mean, it could be worse. It could be French. Thankfully, it's not that. Also, 75 months from Fossix. Thank you. Rocky and Boy. Is it Rocky? No. It's not actually pronounced Rocky, is it? Is it Rookie? Is it double O sound? I don't know that I want to know. You can't just rewrite it.
With the umlauts.
That doesn't help
He doesn't
me.
know how to pronounce umlaut.
Single vowel sound. Single. The O is like the U in burn. That does not help me. Burn. How would you do that? Rookie. Rookie? Learn Norwegian and try again. We're sticking with Roki. It is.
What do we do?
Is it rookie? Do you pronounce it as rookie? 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 This is hard.
He's looking at you.
Purring stopped. Staring begins.
Purring starts.
That was closer with burn sound. Rookie. All right, and this is why at the beginning when I was like, I think I'll probably stick with Roki. Ricky. All right, there is a vlog out, so you can go watch that. And I've got several more vlogs done, which I love. I'll be releasing those soonish. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
I don't got anything else.
Is the Okage VOD out?
No, but I did export it overnight, so
Okay.
it'll be out either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
So I try to stay on top of that. It's actually really hard. There's a lot of like fiddling. There's a lot of fiddling I gotta do with the bot channel, but I try to keep it up. All right, y'all have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday, and we will see you tomorrow for Mythwrecked. See you then.